Hello everyone, welcome back. So last time we got this piece working up here where we can actually OAuth and log in, and we're logging into both the server and the client, and all this stuff is going on all at once. We got session cookies, we've got tokens, we've got all this stuff going on. It's a super complicated process, but it all happens, pretty quickly, which is great, and I think it's going to provide a pretty easy user experience, and hopefully it just continues to work. So with that said, it's time to actually start building some of the features that we really want out of this. So now that so the OAuth stuff is working. The any HTTP request we send, we need to make sure we use with credentials. Otherwise, that should be good. Our server code is doing well. So now let's start building out a piece of this. So if we go into one of the episodes, right, I want a comment area down below. So we need to just build this out. So basically in the post, we've got the content, and then I think I want a section, and we'll call it, well, we'll figure that out later. But I think I want what? Well, I did do a little bit of work on this actually, but it was on the Rails side when I was trying to get the iframes working. So I should, unless I threw it out already, I should have some views. Okay. So this was kind of like my thought, like a really simple, let's begin the process kind of thing. So if we throw that into here, into this section, okay, and then we unrailsify it, of course. So we need to do a so there's an ng repeat around this. So we'll do a div ng repeat equals, we'll do what? Comment in controller comments. Okay. And then we can remove that line, move that over, remove that line, replace it with the ending div. Okay, and now we can do comment dot username. And then we can do comment, also remove this and place in our Angular stuff. Okay. Alright, so that's that top part, and then the container down here. We are creating an image tag. So img with ng source equal to controller user, and what was it, image, and we'll put a class on it, comment image, and we can pull that from the style sheet on the Rails server. Alright. And the last thing was the username of the current user. So we can say controller user username. Awesome. Okay. So obviously I have no CSS for this stuff yet, but we can load it in and we'll see, hey, we got, some stuff. Now, I am curious why this isn't working. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I want this and that. Okay. Now we reload that, and hey, look, the image. Now, of course, it's like way too large, but that's what that's what CSS is for. So we're starting to get there. Now I had done. Well, I think I do get to use Sass in here, right? Layout. Oh, cancel. Wait, Sass cache. No, I want just the Sass stuff. Okay. Yes, so I'm using SCSS, which is fantastic because that allows me to use the Neat and Bourbon plugins or stuff that I was using in here. So I go to, where is it? Assets and Style Sheets and application.css, and you'll see some of these funny import statements, and then these include statements in here, and that's Bourbon and Neat and their grid system. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's pretty nice. But in order to do that, I of course need the assets. So I'm pretty sure. Let's see, Neat bourbon.io. Perfect. I'm pretty sure that all I need to do is really just like pull it in from Bower. So they've got gem install, bourbon install, Ruby on Rails. You can use this without Ruby on Rails. It's just a library. You just have to find the right piece for it. So let's see, it's written in CSS Ruby. So I think really all we need are these SCSS files. Bourbon Bower. Adding Bourbon and Bourbon Neat with Bower. Awesome. Hey, look at that. Open up your Bower JSON, add two new dependencies. You'll notice I've used a specific git hash for Bourbon rather than the version numbers. It's the time of the right. I want to pull in the latest commit. Then Bower install. Okay, so it looks like just Bourbon and Neat, and then normalize CSS. So we'll just go in here, and we can Bower install save Neat, and hopefully that'll pull in Bourbon and anything else it needs. Awesome. Okay, so now we should look in here, and we have Bourbon. Yeah, this is the file we want. Okay. Importing this. So under, do I want to do this in layout? I think. I need to make sure I put this in the right file. So there's base. It is a layout thing. Okay, so we'll give this a shot. So if we go at import, we want Bower components, Bourbon app assets, style sheets, urban. Okay, and then we need to import neat. So import power components, neat, app, assets, style sheets, neat. If all goes well, then that's going to pull in exactly what we need. So now we can jump down to the bottom. Okay. And I want to leave those at the bottom. So what we'll do is you come back over here, and we basically need to grab a full width comment image container. What is this? That's the GitHub button. Which I guess, yeah, we do want, because that's like some of the style for that button. So if we come back over here, we just drop this in. And with a little work, it may just work out of the box. Property border colors overwritten. Property border overwrites border color. Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know, we'll figure that out later. So if we refresh, aha, we get something a little more manageable now. And it's a very rough start, but it's, you know, closer to kind of some of the behavior that I would like. So this is the like add a new comment, and then above it would be any comments that have already been added. Okay, functionality. So now that we've got a little bit of CSS to kind of get this working, or at least look not horrible, now we need to get the functionality in there. So if we go to wherever we added that, not in Bower, post, here we go. If we come in here, we should create a form, and the form's really just going to be around this. So form, and we'll do ng submit equals controller dot make comment or something. That'll work for now. And I'll want to pass in some stuff, but for the moment we want ng model equals controller comment form dot comment, and a placeholder. We also want no validate. I don't know. Leave your comment here. I don't know. So then after that, then we're going to need a button. And we're going to use a real input submit button. Input type submit. ng no, we don't need any ng submit or ng click because that's on the form. So we really just need a value, which is submit comment for now. Okay, and now we just close off the form, and I'll use that for now. Controller.comment. Okay. Awesome. So now we jump back over to our JavaScript. We need to create that model. Self.comment equals an empty string initially. Then oh, I forgot about that. We're going to need a way to know, hey, which form are you submitting to? So we do want comment form equals a new object with a comment property of nothing and a post ID property of, again, nothing at the moment. Okay, so then when we jump over to the form, post. Okay, we want to do a hidden input. Input type hidden ng model controller comment form dot post ID, and we'll set the value equal to the post ID, which is this. Which, oh, I guess, I don't know, maybe I could have gotten it off of there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, and this needs to be comment form dot comment. So then this is, we'll just pass in the comment form. Okay. So now make comment needs to be created. So we'll put that, I guess, here. Self.make comment equals a function that takes an object, comment form, and basically we're going to do $http dot post, because we're creating. We're going to use a typical, so we're going to post to comments. Yeah. And then we're going to pass in our post ID being comment form dot post ID, and our comment being comment form dot comment. Then we need to do the with credentials of true, and then we can do a dot then function. It receives some sort of data, in which case we can just we can say self.comment form equals an empty object. So that'll reset the form. Actually, we don't want a fully empty object. We want comment of nothing and post ID of, well, no, the post ID needs to stay, but we can remove the comment. Comment form.comment equals an empty string. Okay. And we should also, well, we'll get to that. Okay, so I do need to make sure that that is in my Rails application. So we have our comments controller. Don't need this anymore. So now we do def create, and we'll say comment equals comment dot new. And what does a comment actually have now? We need to look at our models and look at a comment. It has a user ID, a post ID, and text. Okay, so that's really simple actually. So now we can just say comment, or no, text, is params comment. The post ID params post ID, and the user is session user. Then we do an if comment save. So if it saves correctly, successfully, then we want to basically return, let's see, else we want head not, I don't know, it didn't work. We'll just use not authorized remote, which that isn't an actual accurate statement. Return head not authorized, and okay, that should be the short and dirty. So then we do need a create view. So new file, create.json.jbuilder, and that needs to basically be json.extract comment. We want the the text, right? The user and their image. So how do we extract text? Let's do this the old-fashioned way. Text is comment, text, JSON, image is comment, user, image, JSON, comment, no, what would we want? Username, comment, user, username. I think that's it, really. There doesn't need to be much data sent back. And I realized we do want to make this the show action, since it's just a lot simpler. And we do want to use the other pattern. So if comment save then render show else head not authorized and end. Okay, that should be pretty good logic. Okay, so in theory that will come back from the network request, so we're going to try to capture that as we give this a shot. So we're going to refresh everything, remove that, and this is a test, and submit comment, and what should all blow up, right? Okay, so yeah, it's not working. I'm not getting any JavaScript errors, and I'm not getting any network traffic. So I think something's just not lining up. And controller.makeComment. All right, so we're gonna place a breakpoint inside of our stuff here, inside of makeComment. We're gonna see if that even gets called. No, it's not getting called. So we need to check spelling. We need to check a bunch of things. So self.makeComment, submit controller make comment, controller comment form, no validate, submit, ng submit, type submit, value, submit content, comment. Let's look at the HTML that got generated. Controller.make comment, comment, ng submitted. Okay. Controller.make comment. Aha. Okay. So when I created this, I was actually inside of another piece of code. So if I remove that, now I'm inside my own code. So it was that there was it didn't know that there was a function called that because I defined it wrong. Okay. So now this is a test, and if I go network and submit comment, I get a 404 not found. Okay. Well, I didn't create a. Yep, that makes sense. I didn't create a route for it. So we go routes, and I need to go post comments, and I'll go to comments, create. Okay. So we refresh, clear the network tab. This is a test. Submit comment. Request goes out, and 500 internal. Undefined method save for comment. Okay, that's a strange one. Because isn't that how Rails does it by default? If you ever are curious about how Rails does things by default, you can just generate a, so we'll go like Rails generate scaffold something. I think I've done this before in this series even. And then you just take a look at what it generates, and then you can use that. And then you can delete it. So, really simple. So if we go to controllers, we should now have a somethings controller, and it does a something.save without the question mark. Okay, so then we just Rails destroy scaffold something, and it will remove that. Okay. So jump back over here. We need to take the question mark off the save and refresh. Remove that. This is a test. Submit comment. Okay, 500 there. Inactive record. Post ID is nothing. Comment, this is a test. Why was post ID nothing? What did it send? It did send nothing post ID. That's not good. Okay. So I know that a post ID is being created. Is it being set and sent properly? Post ng model comment. Capital C. Comment form post ID. Alright, so if we try this yet again, this is a test. Hopefully it'll send across. Nope, sent it blank again. Yep. Alright, and what did Rails say? Post ID is blank. Alright, well, see, this is why we put database security stuff, to make sure that, plus we've got regular validations. So we've got validations, we've got database validations, got a lot of stuff. Okay. Post ID is nothing. Let me see if I can pull the post ID from somewhere else, because I know I'm doing that in other things. It's like I'd like to do it in one place instead of having to do it in multiple places. Subscribe, comment, form, self.views. Wait, no. Self.page ID. So this is it. Okay. So I don't have it up here listed as one of the things that are available. So self.page ID equals null. And then I can remove, so I really just self.comment equals an empty string. Equals, oh, no. Okay, and then in our make comment, we're just going to take in the comment itself now. And now we just do, this is self.page ID, because we can get that from the same place we're getting it in other areas, and then we can just pass the comment there. Awesome. So now we just set self.comment back to blank string. Or in this case, null. Alright, and then we flip around our stuff over here. We can take off, we really can take off that whole line. And here we can take away that, and we can just pass controller.comment. Alright, things should be lining up. Coming back over, refresh the page, confirm that stuff made it in. That looks right. Okay, back over to the network, refresh for good measure. This is a test. Hit submit. We get a 500, but we did send across the post ID. That's good. That's very good. So now comments.json, internal server error in 26. Can I get more messages than that? Just 500. Just 500. That's all you're gonna tell me. Processing by comments controller create as parameters. Begin transaction, rollback transaction. Is it because session user isn't valid? So we'll put in by bug. Refresh. This is a test. Come back over here. Session user is nil. Yes, that is the reason. Okay. Alright, where is that being set? That's in the user's controller. It's supposed to be here. Session user equals @user. So I guess let me log out and try all this stuff again. So we'll just continue that one. So we'll refresh here. And what I need to do is clear cookies and stuff. So I'm going to go to, was it resources, local storage, and I'm going to drop this and this off. And check here, nothing there, and check cookies. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to get rid of it because I have no idea. So now when I refresh the page, it should be, hey, idiot, you need to log in. Okay, so then I click login. All this stuff happens. Bam, I'm logged in. Resources, still no cookies. But then again, it was working before and we didn't see any cookies, so okay. Alright, that so far so good. So now we just try this again. And we go session, user, and we get nil. Okay, so some stuff that I'm definitely gonna have to figure out. But for the moment, we're definitely making some actual progress. And this is, I think this is gonna work. We just need to continue down this path, and you know, I've seen all the pieces come together and work. I'm just, you know, hitting some issues where somehow the session doesn't really feel like saving or sending or something. So, you know, once I get past all of that, then it should be okay. So, that all being said, this is going well, and I will definitely see you guys next time.